Okay, so we've got a lot to do. A lot to do. I never watched that video. I think I'm just going to focus on painting all the items before I get into the shader because I only have till 5 till work to work today. So we're going to try to focus on a few specific things. Hello, Thorn. Hello. How goes it? Good. Good. All right, we're going to switch back to using standard shader for now, and we'll work more on him in a second. I think it's best. I do want to more. I do want to do shade work, but I don't think I'm in the best frame of mind to do it today. So we're going to focus on these other outfits. Hello, Wendy. Um, Also, did anyone see OpenAI's latest model? They just released a text to video model and this is all AI generated. That's pretty mind blowing. I'll link the website. Was the burp on camera intentional? Maybe. Um, Pretty insane stuff from OpenAI. Um, Look at this. This one blew my mind. Just all the fur. Like it's still quite weird in a lot of ways, but it's also insane. Open source? I do not know. Do not know. Papercraft World. World. But just the consistency that's there is stunning. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that too much, but I will link it. I linked it above. Definitely something to pay attention to. But I have to get stuff done. So we're going to just focus on just painting part now. I really want to jump in the shaders, but I only have until 5 to work today. So I'm going to see if we can finish all of our shader work now, and then we'll focus on other stuff a little bit later or tomorrow. All right. So let's start with these roughs here. I'm going to make them actually white. Oh, Lord knows what I would generate that giving my imaginary boyfriend life. First, AI relationships. I mean, what? That's probably next year with the level of progress we're seeing. All right, we'll invert that. This is the curvature template. So I like to add this as like a base fill color. Just pull out some of the shadows there. And then we'll add a filter, 3D blur. We'll say 0.5. Don't want it to be too strong. I just want it to get rid of the sharpness of it. It may not work well in this, but that's okay. And then we'll add another generator, this time set to linear dodge, ambient occlusion, invert it, and lower that quite a bit. Right about there. And that should give us just some nice crisp details for the shadows. So if the lighting goes out, then, or if we lose like the reflections and general lighting, still enough for them to tell what's going on the character. All right, sitting down. But yeah, man, the pace of AI progress, insane. Real life loaf footage. She is gone. She's gone. I was harassing her this lunch. Maybe a little too much. Now we're getting some issues. I'll probably need to rebake that. Justice for Sam's loaf. A loaf. I was picking her up, swinging her around. I don't think she appreciated it that much, but she was enjoying it. Just like annoyed more than anything. It was funny. What? What? All right, so for both of these, we do have to actually move them, which is a little unfortunate. But I thought we could get away with having them connected here. We cannot. What we want is the top portion to be connected. So I see your painting. How'd the mask work go? Depends on what you mean by mask. You mean the mask for the character, or we were making some effect masks earlier. This mask, gotcha. So we're still working on the mask. So far, it does not have any texture. There we go. We'll unpin that. Jostle these. And I'm going to move them down very slightly. Okay. We can select everything, take the top, move these up. Do you know that Hogwarts Legacy got tagged transphobic on Steam? Well, can't users put their own tags on it? y6, xy0. There we go. Okay. Now we've straightened those out. But I can show you Jester, the current progress. So everything's a work in progress. We just got some basic blockouts done. But everything is in Unity now. And we're getting the baking and texturing. Splitting and shaping, last I saw, was just a blank stare. Still blank. That one's probably going to be the hardest part of the character. We want to get it moving. And we'll just have to think very carefully about how to do that. But everything else is looking quite good. We got the wings in. They're looking pretty spectacular. They're red right now, but ignore that. And then we got the scythe in. A lot of different things. We're testing looks on the body. This is not what we're going to go with, but just learning how to make sure the masks are working. So it's going to fade out in the fingers and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of painting still to do. Right now, we're just going to focus on the outfits and finish those up. What was the solution for the decal? Not sure if I was able to go back and watch myself. May I see the eyes? Yes. Again, everything is still at the very start. But for the decal, in what solution? Right now we have the decal for the hands to separate things. Or are you talking about the little symbols that will be on the hands and thighs? Okay, it's coming out really. Even though this is all just placeholder, everything is looking quite nice and glossy and shiny. Crisp details. Which feels good. The seams, gotcha. So my plan is to use. I need to watch the video that Zru sent to double check on how that's possible. But my thought is to use a world normal texture. So we'll bake in the texture, and then use a world normal. That world normal texture to feed into a triplanar mapping, and then use those to do the texture. So we'll basically do triplanar mapping built not from procedural triplanar mapping, but a baked world position. Should make it consistent and get rid of the seams. Because right now the texture is not tiling, which would prevent this seam. But this seam right here is from the UVs, not the texture. So we'll be messing around with it. Definitely some tweaks to be had. I'm going to move these down here. Then there. Copy this one. And this should work right about there. Actually, I just want everything to be symmetrical. So I'm going to move this over, copy that, and then moving this, GX, and boom. All right, there we go. Now we've separated the legs. They shouldn't have been touching on the map. That was leading to some artifacts. So now we need to rebake the character. Seems like that should work. I'm hoping so. It seems to me the best option I can think of, but I still have to watch there's probably other solutions there. There are definitely other solutions out there, but that's the solution I thought of. But I did not have time to watch the video. Gauge. And I really want to sit down and work on shader, but I think I'll have to we'll just be focused on the painting for now. But that temptation there, I can feel it tickling in the back of my brain, like, work on it. All right, let's set this to 128, save. Go to here, actually, sorry, backup. Drop in one folder for these objects, put them in here, call this master, off, bake mesh maps. Bake. Probably gonna crash. We made it. It always crashes on the ambient occlusion. Oh, sorry. What does mapping out do? So mapping out. Sorry, it's probably laggy right now. What mapping? What I'm referring to when I'm saying mapping is this space here, this flat version of the model. This is a UV map, but unfortunately, it does require cutting things and creating these seams that we see on the character. We want to mitigate that. We want to get rid of it, ideally. So my thought is we use one of the built-in textures to bake this world space normal, and then we'll use that to blend a image that's projected on the top, an image that's projected to the front, bottom, and back. So these 4 and 6. So there'll be 6 images, probably all the same texture, but 6 different images getting projected onto this. And then we can move them so it looks like they move together. Like, for example, on the arm, we'll have the top move this way, the back projection move this way, then the bottom this way, and then the front this way. And so that way we can actually create like a semblance of 3D motion. Hopefully. But that's if we use this world normal route. We'll see if that's what we end up doing. Okay. Still got a little bit of no goodness right there. Darn. And stretching right here. Let's take a look back at the map one more time. I don't know why it's stretched like that. It seems pretty evenly. I see. Okay. Okay, here's what we need to do. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong spot. This here. So it's the I shouldn't have separated it this way. What I should have just done is we could have kept them touching. That would have been fine. Well, no. No, I'm going to stick with this. Okay. Move this up a little ways. We're going to take the bottom here, turn on live run wrap, take the bottom of these, and unpin them. Saw something disturbing on 4chan. I don't see disturbing things there. And Liz being eaten alive by a frog. They were the same size. Nature's metal, yo. Nature is metal. Let's put a cursor right here. Delete this guy. Or no, delete this guy. Alt G. I'm going to slap a mirror mod on here. I'm going to turn off merge. we're going to make sure that these are flattened perfectly so there's no gaps. Then I'm going to do the unwrapping we were doing earlier. People think of them just eating flies and stuff. The lizard was struggling to get out of the frog's mouth. Cursor there. Move that over. Distribute these ones. Now, most will eat anything that fits their mouth, sometimes things that don't. Yeah, frogs are not, like, lizards aren't very bright, but frogs are kind of this terrifying banality of stupid. They don't care about much, but they will. Like a whole lizard? Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't care. They'll try to eat you. They will try to eat you. It may just seem cute and funny because they're small. But they're not small to the lizard. Put this here. That right there. And then put our cursor at the bottom. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Then we're going to apply our mirror. Nope, we're going to undo that. Hit this, then apply it. Then we take this half, separate it. Take this one and move it to the cursor. All right. Then we have to redo our drivers. So we'll copy as driver, paste the driver here, hide this one, select everything, object, link animation data. Now we can do this. Perfect. Okay, that should be better. That should be a better mapping and get rid of that bane issue. Oh, my day's ruined. Frogs, most evil creatures never trust an amphibian. Skip over reading all that out loud. Well, when I see a frog eating a kitten, I will plant siege and force it to resort to cannibalism. I mean, frogs do that too. That was probably the first thing I learned about them. Frogs are vile. All right, there we go. Let's refresh the mesh one more time. Go back to mode, back to Bake Mesh Maps. Save. Oh wait, I should have done this. Load, bake, save, bake. Hello, Noodle and Buns. Welcome. Welcome back. Hello. How's your day going? A lot of herps? What are herps? Yours looks a lot more interesting. Well, thank you. You got meshes and textures. No! No! Oh, we're so close. It's looking better though. There's no cut in the middle now. But we do update our cage. Need to update our cage. Any other spots? No, no, good. Herpetology, reptiles and amphibians. I think it comes from Greek in it. All right, well, what are you working on, Noodles and Buns? What are your thoughts on lizards eating frogs? Makes me hungry. Oops. Keep meaning to rotate that. Okay, perfect. I think that's good now. Tastes like chicken. My lizards would eat frogs if they were small enough. I mean, it doesn't. To me, it's the same thing, right? Yeah, exactly. My lizards would eat frogs. Like I wouldn't mind. You know, you either care more about frogs or you care more about lizards. But either way, it's the as the Lion King says, the circle of life. Trialing stuff. Frogs. I'm so jealous. It looks so good. Oh, thank you, Fluttershy. You're too kind. We're figuring it out, one step at a time. No. We still have little errors right here. Okay, one more export. So many exporting. Goofy. The lizards at least have courtesy of dispatching the frogs first. That's true. That's true. The most Sam. You just described salamanders. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the elite. I mean, if the frog lizard thing grossed you out, there's a great video of a leech eating a worm, and it's basically like a Cthulhian nightmare. Who's the lucky guy? Pelicans are the same brand of evil. Yes, they are. It just swallowed it. It just swallowed it. You can look it up. Google leech eat worm. It's also those worms that like shoot out like a big slime mold looking thing. It's really interesting. I don't know if I actually want that. We're going to go back and we're going to undo the weight painting I did. If it loads. I wish my kneecaps were more fleshy than a pelican neck. I could store more groceries. Terrifying. Goblin cave flashbacks. All right, one more bake. Please, I hope we're done after this one. It is clipping, but it's better than it getting the point in there. All right, standing up again. Only took 30 minutes to get this off topic. Is there ever a topic, Evan? Hello, Evan. Welcome. I'm going to get some water really quick. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. The cinematography of this lull. It's me. It's like a villain. Okay, that's much better. That's very clean. Okay. Save. All right, now we can turn this stuff back on. And look at that. Clean. And clean. Perfect. All right. That took a little bit of effort, but we did it. All right, now let's do some fun stuff. So we're going to add this template, and we're going to call this Diamond Blue. And what we're going to do is target in it our blue. And that way we can isolate it. We can turn off color, but we can turn on height and push it out a little bit, give it a little bit more bump. And we can also make it a little bit glossier, which I think will be fun. Just give it a little bit of shine. Perhaps even a teensy bit of metallic. So we have this nice contrast. Diamond blue, that's a melancholic blue. People have definitely, yep. Have definitely, yep. And we'll add in another color. We'll get both of them. All right, that looks pretty good. Just nice shiny bumpiness. That's annoying right there. I don't like that. So from my curvature, it is. It's because I turned off my 3D blur. My 3D blur, much better. Okay. Then we will add just a little bit of blur to this in order to get rid of that harsh pixelization. Aliasing. And now they look soft and quilted, which I love. All right. Then we'll also add below this an anchor point. No, above this. And then take in another anchor shadow template. Pull it out of the layer. Get rid of the bevel. Switch it to subtract. And this should use that. All right. I'll switch to mask view so I can see what's going on. I'm pretty sure we can adjust this bevel. Switch it to inverse subtract. Go the other way. Now we've got this nice shadow on the outside here, which you can see we're adding a little bit of crease there. But we can also use it in the other direction wise and push it in. And that way we get this nice, looks like the fabric is pushing in on it. Not because like, yeah, so yeah, because like, are you making fun of me? How dare you? And we'll turn on that smooth. Uniform. Nice, soft. Nice and soft. Kind of subtle, but I think it adds a lot. Kind of subtle. Dinosaur. Are you calling me a dinosaur? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, rude. You know what? I'm also going to include these ones. So we'll add one more color to this color selection. This one. And now got this nice satiny quality. Actually, and even one more color. Those. Oh yeah, I love how that looks. Just got this nice like velvety look to it. How dare I narcissistic? Wink. Call me a dinosaur. God damn it. God damn it, Ricky Bobby. Oh, we need to re-export everything. I do have to copy this one. Go back to our main folder, main file. You homophobic. Does VRChat pick up the same type of shading you're getting in viewport here? Yes. This is, if we look at the look here, you can see that we're using just a default skybox. Actually, I could have turned it on with this. One of these. Skybox. So this is the lighting we're getting, which is standard Unity lighting. I'm colorblind, legit. But I can always swap out the environment, and also in VRChat, people can upload whatever type of lighting scheme they want. Delete those, paste this here. I just wanted the one object. They're all connected because of the driver. Interesting. So I needed. No, I did copy everything. That pretty nice lighting. It is, yeah. Mech Boy out. We have some more work to do on the Mech Dragon. So he'll be back soon enough. And then we add the mirror. Put the mirror up here and hit mirror UV. Then we're going to export these with our standard VRChat settings. There. Bam. Whew. Man, a lot of steps just to do that, but that's okay. Hello, Blazer993. Back. Oh, we are missing this material. How's your day going, Blazer? When you use CPU rendering, the viewport is always just a guesstimate. Can't have too many colors. But hello, Blazer. If you have any questions, let me know. Welcome to the stream, though. I'm hyper caffeinated, so we're moving at a quick pace today. Let's go to the Jester outfit. Spectre. Need to reset our shading. There we go. And then turn on the metallic. It's just got this. Oh man, I love how it looks on this little bumpy right here. So cool. The gradient on the rough here is too strong. It looks gray now. Okay, TY, absolutely. If I become a not safe work artist, call my work thorny, but the T is silent. Looking nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we just finished the first round of baking, and now we're going through one object at a time and adding textures. Everything's still work in progress, but the jester outfit here is the closest to completion. So we're going to go back to our curved shadow, drop in a paint, set it to multiply, and hit it. So now we've kind of removed the look of this, but we can just adjust the opacity a little bit more directly. Okay. Now we need to get the button. So the button's going to be its own layer. You need to get the button. Add color selection. There is no color selection. There is very faintly a different color. Perfect. What color is it on the reference, though? It's, funnily enough, it is black. And the sleeve is white. Color selection here. Set this to linear dodge. Add a paint. All right. It's a little mushy in there. Cuffs, white, black buttons, and one sleeve is black. Oh, that's right. The left sleeve, or his right, my left. It's easy enough. Just add in this sleeve, set it to black. Not like a full black, actually. It's kind of this purplish color. In fact, to update the whole character with that. Do another color selection. This color again, because it should not be fully dark. It should be this lighter blue. It's not a dark, not a solid black. Blech, words. And then we'll add a paint right here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll grab the whole sleeve like that. And then this is kind of redundant, but we can go ahead, grab this color, add a color selection, and give it the same color again. All right. That's redundant, but it works. It does work. And it's pixel perfect. Save. Cuffs white, black buttons, one sleeve is black. Button is also not fully black. It is same color as the sleeve, but this one I will make shinier and metallic and a little bit of height. Push it out a little. Give it just a slight blur. Get down at aliasing. Shiny button. Save. Okay. Now. Black fill we will take out with another paint because this is actually dark there on the shoe. And then is the white color on the wrist part normal map or just ambient vertex colors? White color. Oh, the collar itself is all mesh. But none of this is vertex colors or ambient colors. This right here that we're seeing there, the little like smudge in there, that is a baking air, which we'll be able to cover up manually. But if that's what you're referring to. Is this for this character? How big is your save file scene? Also, bless you. Thank you. There we go. That's better. I also thought news. Bless you. Just shot right off. Michael Jackson stuff. The character had to give save file scene for. Oh, thank you, Flutter. The file in here. Let's see. Generally, I think I'm going to look at Ebonhorn's Unity package here. This one is 190 kilobytes by the end for the final export. Let's say 250. But the working files, the files I generate while putting everything together, usually around 6 gigabytes. Like everything's in my creation folder here. Let's see. 14 gigabytes. So what goes in is not as much as what comes out. I don't export it. Yes, it is. It is compressed as well. Unity packages are a zip file, but it would be about that compressed in the final download. Yeah, everything with the sculpting and everything, it gets pretty big. I'll probably need a new SSD before the year's out. All right, let's add some textures to some of these things. So for our diamond blue, I'd like to give it like a satin silk kind of look. Or normal for your character work. Make sure you get an M.2, not SSD. M.2 hard drive. What is it? It's an M.2 SSD. That's tiny. What the fuck? It looks so small. It's pretty cheap, actually. NVMe. 5 to 10 times faster, near the same price. It is the way. Holy shit. Okay, well, next computer upgrade, I'm gonna run everything by all of you and be like, is this the right one? How about this one? That's insane speed ups. Holy crap. All right, I think I like that. Let's just tile it one more. Just slightly. Yeah, ooh, that looks good. Look at that. Yummy. Very satiny. I like that a lot. Really emphasizes the glossiness of it. And then let's get these balls working proper. Balls. Let's image go. They're actually slightly different colors than what we have currently. So I'm going to make a paint layer and do just color. Make the balls shiny. Sorry, can't help myself. Our child, okay. And let's export, and we're gonna work on a suit. Actually, a little bit more to do. Just take a look at it really quick. Update that material. Material. Boom. Boom. Alrighty. I love that. I think that's probably one of the coolest outfits done. Just that little bit of metallic makes such a huge difference. Do you triangulate or does VRChat do it on load-in? Unity will always triangulate your mesh unless you tell it not to. But I do manually triangulate it beforehand as well. I prefer, well, it doesn't really matter to me what type of triangulation I use. I just make sure that it's getting triangulated in the same way that Substance Paint triangulates it. So I triangulate it before I send it to Substance, and I triangulate it before I send it to Unity in the same way. So all my projections line up correctly. Otherwise, it'll look slightly off, like straight lines will zigzag slightly, things like that. Stuff quick asked, I wasn't here when you made the mouth stuff, teeth and tongue. How does that look? Might I ask? Absolutely. Let me go ahead, switch over to the body. We made the pointy teeth, and the tongue's the wrong color, but that's generally what it'll look like. Or it'll, when it's in the mouth, it's going to look like this. It'll be the stretch, but so a little more cleanup on the bake required because we're getting kind of, you got some stuff stuck in the teeth. Generally like that. Nice and spiky. And then in Unity. And inside them are hard to show with the because we can't open the mouth fully yet. But I think they match pretty closely. All right, on to the suit. We're going to get the suits done for sure today. I know the body's going to take a bit more work. We'll definitely carry into tomorrow. So we're going to get as much done on this right now. Save. I'm going to go back to our baking version because our suit, this should be white, should not be green. Or turquoise. Suit. Then sculpt suit. Go here. It's always better to change your bake than try to fix stuff like that manually. Always. Because you'll get better masks out of it. And you know what? Because we're looking at it, why don't we go ahead and update this one too? Okay. You know what? Since we're just going out, we're going overboard with this, let's go to these little items too. And they also need their own materials with their own color. Let me sample the color, please. I could not do it that way. I have to do it this way. Thorn. Sad face? Why sad face? What if that's what you're like, just in general, a therapist asked you, like, why sad face? Why sad face? My messages are not being sent. Uh-oh. Are you getting filtered out? Should try YouTube. What sus things being said? That's the god of the sun. And I wonder how much of the slowdowns I experience when exporting textures is my hard drive. That would be interesting to know. Like just moving things to disk might be the slowest part of the whole thing. I'm gonna pop a vein. Jack, come back to life for our thorny little breadwinner. Well, I think I know my next D&D character. Ooh, orc psychologist. Why sad face? You hit me with an axe. How did that make you feel? Really? Little red Doritos. Oh, interesting. I just thought those were part of the background, to be honest. Um, so I will have to add those. Um, did not notice that they were part of the main design. Hey Sam, what did you do in college? I went to school for studio painting. So I initially went to school to learn to do concept art. Um, and then during learning that, I have taught myself 3D painting and then or not 3D painting, 3D modeling, and that was the end for me. Sam, while I was gone, I ate a dinosaur and I'm infected with goofiness. Why, sad face, Grog give you DAS assignment? Now tell Grog. But yeah, studio painting was kind of, it was just it was what my college had available for, um, it was the closest fit to, I want to do concept art. Hard to say that that was like the actual what taught me the most, I guess. I've learned pretty much everything on my own. School was just a nice thing to do while I taught myself the things I actually wanted to do. To go to community college at first I went to community college first for 2 to 3 years while I figured it out, and then I transferred. I definitely would recommend the same for everyone else. I saved a lot of money compared to a lot of my peers. um, don't think you should be going into decades worth of debt for school. What I told you earlier, I just didn't know what your plan was. Haha. Better late than never. It'll be straightforward to add. Those will not be troublesome at all. In fact, I probably should add them now while we're looking at it. Blade. And then the different colors on the suit did not come through either. Okay, so we need to go back and do that. I didn't learn anything there. I finished art studies as well, but like computer arts. No, like actual canvas painting. Well, there were some, and then some Photoshop classes, which just taught us how to use Photoshop, not necessarily like for a particular reason. Um, I would have told you earlier, but no, I wasted a lot of money, but most of it was Pell Grant. Okay, nice, nice. I didn't do anything there. I mean, I had weekend classes, had to work at the same time. Same. Yeah, I was working nights at a hotel nearby while going to school. That was tough. The number one money saving life hack is not paying rent and buying food. The more you know. um, all right, let's make these Doritos. All right, that'll be straightforward. Yeah. I had canvas paint too, but most of stuff we had computer art related classes. Make a plane. So in Canvas 10, for most stuff we had a computer art related class. Ended up making ball jointed dolls in ZBrush printed with Anycube Photon. Oh, that's really cool. I really want to get good at. I have my 3D printer. I really want to start using it, but it's hard. I'm lazy. That is a link that doesn't do anything for my diploma. Oh, for my diploma. Gotcha. I mean, that's super cool though. Yeah, I feel like art's such an interesting space in colleges because it's usually not taken very seriously, at least by the college that I went to. I feel like it was definitely an afterthought. It was a a new state college. So they were kind of doing like a little bit of everything. There wasn't really a big emphasis on art at the school. Um, for better or worse, it kind of let me be free to pursue my own devices, but doesn't necessarily mean that I made the most of it. Well, you do what you love. It's true. It's true. Jack of all trades, yet bachelor of none. That down again. I have grown tired of standing again. I definitely don't regret what I did. Um, I don't think I had a choice. It's weird to say because I definitely was very deliberately headed this direction, but I don't think once I set my mind on it, there wasn't really anything else to do. And even now, I feel that way pretty strongly. Like I'm just a little bit at the whim of my interests. But I think the more I pursue old bones, that's my old man voice. Any other interests? I love running. I definitely spend a lot of time. Uh, Pretty much the most of what I do with my free time is exercise. Because I think it's my secret sauce for getting stuff done. Um, D&D, play a lot of D&D. But other than that, I'm kind of chronically online. uh, I would say most of my time is here doing this. For better or worse. I don't particularly mind it. I feel that especially during college there was a lot of like talk of like work life balance, this and that, but I really want to accomplish a lot. Um, and I think that only by being very serious about this will I get to the path I want to go down. Um, I hope you don't get burned out. I mean that the exercise is the secret. That is the secret. It's like so many days I feel like just not very good getting off work, or I think everyone experiences that. But then I work out and I feel fine. It is the secret. I heavily, highly, earnestly recommend everyone do the same. There's people always talk about, oh, time's the most valuable resource. If you don't have health, you can have an infinite amount of time and do nothing with it. Like health is the actual resource. Um, you can't use your time if you don't have health. Anyway, that's all I'll say. I mean, I live in AR, but taking online course for computer science bachelor's from SNHU. Okay, heck yeah. Well, good. Computer science is worth it, and it's going to be even more vital as time goes on. If I didn't do art, I would have done computer science. Work-life balance. So I had a conversation with a friend earlier who's salaried, working 20, 40 hours more than a job technically requires, who wonders why she's exhausted all the time. That sucks. That really sucks. I don't think I'll ever get to that point. Maybe. But um, I do think that I really like what I do. I really bad at ADHD. I can start new things and stick them for months, but if I have like 1 day break, it's over. Yeah, consistency is super key to my productivity. Um, this should be the same. Weird. Why does that work? This got scaled. If I scale that, it does this. Why does it do that? Because this is scaled. Okay, that's silly. So if I take these two and I scale them both, it should be fine. And then now it works. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, ADHD has been kind of my bane throughout the years. I think it's why I'm so hyper focused on this type of work. Probably don't have to explain that to anyone here, but uh, yeah, I mean to say that I think everyone here can probably relate to that. Um, all right, that looks pretty good. Doritos. Let's make the most slightly dip red. Oh no, they're the same color as this dye. I was doing digital arts like every day for at least an hour, and then I had to do surgery. So 3 days in the hospital, and that was like my regimen never existed. Goodness. Well, I'm sorry I had to go into surgery. Hope you're doing better now. Definitely, definitely concerning. Um, my attention span is that of a thunderstruck chicken. You've been thunderstruck. And we'll send this over to the Retopo body, suit. And copy this texture. Hi, I'm Zru from Twitch. It was years ago. It was just a punk. Gotcha. My brother got that out too. Get that vestigial wrap out of here. Thorn blinking a lot helps with attention. Interesting. Um, cross-platform communication. Yeah, streaming has been my hack. Sorry, that's what I meant to say earlier. Is that that's been my ADHD hack. Nothing else has ever worked quite like this. I would have loved to really embrace this much earlier in my life because it makes just an unbelievable difference. It almost feels like cheating. It really does feel like cheating a little bit. I just like turn it on and I go. Like, why couldn't that have been school for me? I don't know. I think really is like I just need the social structure. We talked about this before, the body doubling. But man, it's frustrating looking back and being like, well, the secret was me all along. Cross Sam communication. So we've got the little Doritos now. Thorn needs a thorn. Will I turn into a thorn? Yeah, that's all good. Perfect. Got to triangulate before. Turn on the sculpt. Suit. Get rid of the triangulate here. And all right, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and export. Suit high poly. Body dumpling. I'm hungry now. Back to that frog lizard conversation. Who said that? Cross Sam communication. Not the frog lizards. The frizzards. Okay, this is with the displacement. This is without the displacement. Darn, the Doritos need displacement. Copy as driver. Paste driver. Save. So wet and cold. Frog X lizards. Suslim. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. I need a displacement group. So many things to click. Okay, we did it, y'all. We don't need to re-export the high poly, but we do need to re-export the age. Is the T silent? Sure sounds like it. There we go. Back to here, refresh the mesh mode, bakey the meshy maps. 128, save. Finger waggle. Water. Bake. Are we going to number the dice, detail the chip, or are you doing that later? That's going to be through texturing, so we wouldn't add it directly to the model. Just a little too small. Like the oops, I didn't want that. Like the these little dots here on the hands, or sorry, dots, the symbols, those we're going to add on second pass. So we won't be making them now. We'll do the same things with the dice as well, because Poyomi allows us to cheat, and so we can make like a second layer over the textures we're making right now. Bam, everything's looking quite good. Sam's Substance Bakery. Drew always remembers Thorny's tea is always silent. More like Forney. You guys are wild. Y'all are wild. Oh, let's export the textures. I want to see what the wings look like with the 4 wings. Ooh, tasty. Noise. Noise. But Now we need to take our Doritos, copy them. We might as well mesh them. I don't want to mesh them. Do not want to mesh them. Okay, we have to reapply what's on right now, the mirror halo. Okay, so copy this, go back to our main file. Me, I'm pretty tame. Liar. Oh, cool. I brought in this one as well, so we can just hide that. Nice. It's almost the weekend. It's my Thursday mood. I'm pumped. I'm very pumped about the weekend coming up. I'll probably stream Sunday because I want to finish the Bat character. So I think Sunday we'll put the final touches on the character, get them up on Gumroad. I can see Era here probably taking until Monday to finish, though. What am I doing? I'm selecting the export. These here. Plus, saw my friends in the office. I haven't been there in almost 2 months. That is nice. That is nice. It's good to hang out with your buddies. Oh shit. These things need this texture. Which need this texture. We're an IT staff for the company, so yeah, all possible characters. Cannot type London today. Well, good. I'm glad you're able to see your buddies, though. That is always nice. I like working from home and remotely, but if I was part of a company, I would certainly prefer to be directly around them. All right, those wings look amazing. I'm very hyped about that. We do need to find a way to fix this little splotching right here. I'm just going to try a little quick fix here. First is clear sharp. Second is smooth. Does my loaf have drip? No, that cat has no idea what fashion is. Oh, that doesn't look right. But I like how it looks here. I would probably have to rebake it. Okay, we'll come back to that. What the fudge? What the fudge? Okay. Looks good. Now we can go back to working on the suit. So, just like our previous character, or previous outfit, we're going to take a template flat, drop it right here. Call this curve AO shadow. You know what? I'm going to delete that, save this, go back to the other file. The rebickening. Nope, not that one. This one here. We're going to take our curve AO shadow and create a smart material. Go back to Era suit. Look up curve AO. Drop that right there. And Bada. Boom. Now we got kind of the same effect right there. Nice. Easy peasy. Maybe she knows. Maybe she is secretly planning to overthrow your YouTube channel and Twitch channel or to spill out government secrets. I mean, her ways are mysterious and mostly nefarious. It'd be nice to have an oven ding sound after the process of baking rendering is done. That should be added. Nice little oven sound. Do you work in games, though, Zru? Joker Jester. It's got that vibe. Oh, no. Okay, back to. I forgot the colors. So close. So close. Let's set this to 128. Add a folder. Take these here. Set this to master. It's my loaf's political orientation. Anarcho. Anarchist. And back to sculpt suit. I needed to change the colors of the outfit right here. So we've got the material for the main jacket right there, which is fine. But then we want another material for the sleeves. Never worked as an artist. Gotcha. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. No, I work as IT support. For some reason, I just assumed you were making. It's all about the food. Queer anarcho. My cat. She's queer, but in the sense of strange. Not as in gay. Not there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that she's crazy. All right, so we can tell those are separate materials. Hide those. And re-export one more time. Suit. So many exports. I'm both meaning to queer. I make 3D stuff as a hobby. I was actually the computer art teacher for 3 years in high school. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the way you're describing things that you had some experience. 3D modeling is like side hustle. Gotcha. Well, definitely VR chat is a great place to hustle that kind of skills. Those kinds of skills. If you're looking for more work. To be a digital nomad, a dream I want to pursue, be a digital nomad, work only with art. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm really feeling the urge to do that as well. I'd love to at least be able to travel to at least like some locale and be there for a short term, like a month or two, while working. Yeah, I relate to that. I relate to that, Zero. Well, if I figure it out, I'll let you know how to do it. I'll share everything I know. All right. So now I still feel like these are very similar in color, but I can't quite tell if they're different. But I did sample the images directly, I think. Maybe I didn't. Actually, it's the same to me. Maybe one day I'll go back to my dolls, question mark. I could definitely see you making, or someone making a very successful, hopefully you as well, making a very successful Patreon around that. Doesn't that look the same? Okay, we'll make it a little bit darker manually. I feel like it looks very similar. And let's take our reference. Check Discord. I'm concerned. I am concerned. That doesn't look like the right color at all. I am sampling directly from the image. I guess that's correct. These purples got me. I want to show mental issues and illnesses with art dolls. Oh, interesting. Let's see, sleeve pants. I'll take a look in just a moment. This will be get. Grab this here. Color selection. This one. These look the same. This color. I guess that one is right. I just feel like they look very different. Maybe the difference is my monitor. Hello, Namers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. All right, I gotta pack up my shit and go home for the weekend. Well, good on you, Wendy. You were looking after your mom, right? I hope she's doing well. I'll catch you later. Have a good afternoon. Sounds good. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy being home, and we'll catch you Monday potentially. All right, that does look right. Man, purples really throw my brain for a loop. What a struggle. To work with something you can't quite see. I've been sand. I can't sand myself. That's not how that works. Oh, cool. Dolls. Very, very cool. I will avoid showing it on there just because there's nipples. I guess I can show nipples, right? I'll leave it off just in case. um, these look great though. That's very, very cool. Give me a follow. Bam. Free the nipple. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely could see that taking. This guy literally kills people and wants you to join him. Circle, red arrow. Red circle, red arrow. Sorry, I'm just reading the memes that Thorn's posting. Let's move this over here. Curvature. I'm gonna turn up the blur a little. Okay, that does look better. This looks a little weird right there. Don't quite like that. Change the balance a little. It looks a little weird. Not a fan of that. I should join him. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more. Just because the suit's so bright, I think it's looking a little odd. Okay, that feels a bit better. All right, now let's get the top here, and I'm going to do the same kind of silk, or at least metallic texture on the collar. Kind of make it resemble the look of the jester outfit a little. So make it a little shiny and a little glossy. That. Yeah, that looks nice. And you know what? We'll include the button too. No, the button should be its own thing. Metal. Metal. Color selection. Grab the metal. Glossy. Metallic. Realistic lighting gonna look so good on this. I think so. I think so. Bang. And then let's add the mask color as well. We're only going to do 1/2. I'll only be able to figure out exactly how I'm going to do the mask once we're rigging it. So I just am hesitating on it a little bit. Because I want it to be able to do the full sharp deformations with the sharp corners and the smile coming up and down. But I'll have to be real smart about that one. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right, fantastic. I think I want these to glow. These little pieces here. They are triangulated. That's fine. If they're gonna glow, see that. Oh, the wings looks freaking dope though. I'm super pleased with how they came out. I can't wait for them to come up. Flow. Even the tail looks so good. Satisfying. Things are coming together. They're coming together. Check Discord again. Oh, I like the eyes and nose here. It's looking good. That's looking quite good. All right, I'll have to look at those later though. Gonna be leaving soon, so if you need any points of clarification on Era, just DM me on Discord. Also, yes, the Doritos glow. So do that. Chips and dice. Sounds good, Era. Thank you for coming by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And we'll be doing some updates soon. I think Monday we'll have everything finished. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday at the latest, but certainly we're in the final stretch. But enjoy your day. We'll see you soon. So they are glowy. Exciting. I want them to glow. Save mission. I'm gonna put this at the top actually. And we'll slap in to the emission the ID mask or a color mask. And then nice. Hard to see in this lighting. Hard to see in this lighting, but they are glowing. Maybe we had a meme channel for that. Not a bad idea. A bad idea. And we'll drop that there. Call that scythe staff. Color selection onto the staff. Remove the color, but we do want it to be shiny and glossy, kind of gooey. I interpreted it as like a goo on the staff. Love the design. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm very pleased with that. I do like the design as well. Fantabulous. I'm going to go curve AO shadow and also give it roughness 0, maybe. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Or no, I don't need to do that because it's going to get masked out in the end anyway. Okay, one more thing. This will be mask sockets. And in our texture settings, we'll add an inclusion. Oh, I see. The staff made it. That's fine. Scythe spinner. There's a great add-on that I've been using for melee weapons, which should allow Jester in order to toss the weapons back and forth. Can you create a releasing goofiness channel? Let's do it. I will call it release the goof. Parenthesis, I can't parenthesis, meme channel. Dash meme channel. Okay, save that. Export again. Save. I have powerful life. Less one promise for us. Power. It's really powerful. Power for me. Alright. Can't get distracted by Discord. Let's go into the items. You know, I wonder if I could add the numbers onto the dice for the high poly. Just with the geometry. It probably won't be high resolution enough though. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I think we've blocked out almost everything. We're moving pretty quick now. Pretty darn quick. We got an hour and a half left in the stream. I think it would be best to... Why don't we... Thank you, Namers. Thank you. He is looking very well. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Looking made of opalized wood. Yeah, I think his body's going to change quite a bit. We're about to get back into figuring out how to make a shader for him. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. If we can figure out the shader today, that would be awesome. Also, is the displacement on the body? Looks a little. Sam, no trauma on that channel. Do you mean as in you're going to traumatize people? Ah, the clothes were goofy. I should have known. I should have known things were distorted. Try the vid. I will take a look at that, yes. Let's do with mods. Tangent space export. Save. Boom. Hey, okay. I knew things looked a little weird. That's so funny. I accidentally had the wings inflated. Okay, much better. Whoopsies. All right, let's take a look at that video. Galaxy.
What's up guys, welcome back to Gabriel Gaprod. Today we are going to see a simple shader that has a very interesting output.
Turn down my desktop audio. Or wait, maybe I should. No.
And combined with a few particle systems, it can be pretty interesting. And by the way, I made all of these 13 Galaxy FX variants that are only available on my Patreon page. And I'll left a link in the description in case you're interested. You help the channel going forward, and you get access to some pretty cool effects, shaders, and more that you can use in your game. Alright, so with that being said,
I can't save it. I can't save it to a playlist. Who's this guy? Who's this fucking guy right here?
Create a Galaxy shader for this character with an unlit graph. And I am in the Universal Render Pipeline, by the way. How you can create your own Galaxy texture in just a few moments. And if I go to Unity and create a new material out of this shader, if I assign it to my character, we already get this basic that looks pretty cool. It looks already pretty interesting. But first, we're out of this shader. But first, extracting out of this shader. And if I go to Unity and create a
view direction on the cube map. That could work. That fucking guy. Profidor. If you hold down left click in the video, it will speed up 2 times while held down. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Some live wise guy. That fucking guy. That guy looks fabulous. Thank you, Warlock. All right, time to stand up again. Enough said. Also, hi. Hello to you, Profidor. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just dropping by for a moment. You one fine man. Thank you, Thorin. You're too kind. Profidor for the king! Profidor is awesome. Profidor makes really cool robot avatars. Robo Avies. So I think that's given me a good idea, and I want to try taking our little shader. We're going to give it the view direction here. Back up 1 step. View direction, out 3, and sample cube map. Do I have a cube map? No. Do I want to use Unity's built-in shader? Just speed up your process, silly me. Let's try another stream. I mean, if only. Why is it so hot with homosexuals? Who knows? I'm just, it's my power. JW, hello, welcome JW, welcome to the stream. Okay, space. we want to drive a texture let's sample the cube map, object space normal view direction, feeds in 3 values, view, projection, matrix, object space, view direction. Stop rising up. In Christ we believe starts worshiping. Custom shaders for the win. We're trying. I want to make, so let me show you what we're shooting for, Frof. So this is the character here that we're going for, and they have this cosmic skin texture. And so far we've got this. But Poyomi probably won't cut it. So we're trying to figure out a way, because there's seams on the tiling texture. So if I go to the body texture that we're using, or tried before with Poyomi, you can see there's these seams here, which are no good. So we want to get rid of those. Just finishing making a React component that follows the cursor with real physics and transforms based on speed. Made to remember all the school geometry. Is this just on your Unity project? I love that you have the side preview now. Oh, on my stream here, my window. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, this guy. I was like, I like my webcam setup. It's a little bit more clear and concise. I'm gonna try to fill up the ads, the space at the bottom right with like an ad at some point. Chris Search, boy, I would never daydream. Wow, I can't comment on that. Accessory to. Oh right. Was making. I feel called out. Not a small web page, but that's pretty cool though. I really want to mess around with WebXR stuff. The Yandere came out. Oh, ads now. Big time streamer. I see. I don't control the ads. The ads just happen. Okay. Sorry, I have to think really quick. Okay, so I don't want to use the cube map just because it's not quite on the surface of the character. I really want to pull the image down to the surface of the character.
We can see that the galaxy.
Because this is more like a see-through. I want it to be floating on the skin.
Just gonna change the stars texture with one that is black.
But who controls the ad? Controls the spice? Barren Face. House Arrakis. Oh, I love that guy. He's so cool. So we have this. So the world normal gives us direction from up or the bottom. So we know which side things are on, which is a good way to mask things. So we should be able to use this texture to extract different directions. We should be able to tell what's on the bottom of something, what's on the top, front, side, left, right. We should be able to get all that information from just this baked texture. I'm surprised Poyomi doesn't have a cube map thing like that video with the galaxy shader. I believe they do. And so that is not quite what I'm shooting for. I want something like the axe blade I was showing on the mech guy. Um, but the difference is that it needs to go over different UV islands. So we have this seam right here that I can't quite get rid of, unfortunately. I probably could just mask out its influence on the seams. You can use cube map with whatever setting, I think. Let's try. Let's see what sky, cube, pano. All right, let's try making another shader really quick. Shader graph. Era body SG shader graph. Seam boo. Boo. Just the way of mapping use cube map. That's fair. That's fair. A cube map should be fine. It's just how to get it on the surface. Does this not come with outputs? There we go. You know, butterflies don't actually have color in their wings, but layer of reflective material where the thickness of it finds the color. So maybe get different layers and make their opacity change with time somehow. That would be cool. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think that's possible. Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the results you finish. Thank you, Fro. Thank you. I will definitely be posting it in Discord. I think what you're describing is possible, Warlock, but I'm not enough of a shader wizard yet. Let's see, cube map, sample cube map. Okay, so now we have a cube map, which would be nice to make that cosmic texture out of, but let's see what cube maps we have available to us just to test with. Sure, we'll do this guy. And then we're just gonna put it into the view direction, just like this guy had. Go back to that video really quick. I closed it like a fool.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
What's up, guys?
With this tool, I can select this, and we're also going to need a cube.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's have it backwards. So this goes here. And then this goes here. Save. Okay, so now we can see that it's definitely, we can see the cube map through it. So let's see if we can swap this for normal vector. What happens when we do this? Ooh. That's not bad. That's actually pretty close to what I want. Did you know that once people become intimate, they start farting in front of each other? I fart in front of everyone. Wait, I'm farting in front of you guys right now. The built-in Unity shader graph only work with URP, which doesn't work with VRC. I think it works with Swan. Oh, it does. Right now, I'm actually not using any render pipeline. So there's the URP, there's HDRP, and then there's built-in. So I believe right now I'm targeting the built-in pipeline. Pretty sure. It's very confusing. I don't know why Unity did that. So many people have a harm by them. Walk into a subway, marry all of them with your farts. On DC for the cube map reflections. Cube map. I think this is definitely very close to what I want, but I believe the issue is that, let's give it a shot. Arrow body, this one, please. I believe the issue is that on this texture, the cube map, which works like a mat cap, it's that I can't adjust which one this is using, the parallax height mapping. But let's give it a shot. If I switch to, where is the cube? Too many windows. Shading. Okay. And the shading tab. Cube map. So let's see. Oh, UV mode reflection. Ooh. Oh, perfect. Nebula. Let's try that. Well, that looks pretty close. Still getting a seam, but that feels pretty minor. UV mode, world normal direction. Ooh. So I'm going to show place cube map. But can I use the parallax with this? I don't think so. But this gives me a very good clue on how I can set it up myself. But that does look pretty awesome. What happens if I rotate them? Very cool. The teeth are kind of just floating there. It worked! I could have sworn the build parameter didn't support the shader graph. That's interesting. I thought it did. I don't know. I've only used the amplify shader. Every now and then I'll mess around with shader graph, but I only use the amplify shader, which does work with VR chat for sure. Is it United State of Ohio then? All right, so I think this gives us a really good clue onto how to build our own shader. The only problem with what we're doing here is that I want to be able to push this image down using the normals. He's like a gasling with glitter bath. My favorite bath bomb. that's how Auntie Jonah died. She lit a match. That was the last we saw of her. But that is super close. Super close. All right, so let's see. Multiply. Oh, cool. Replace with cube map. Not quite. Fucking dope, though. It does look really cool. When I go to modifiers, are you fart? I'm in need of a pee. Are you a fart? Because I intoxicated me. Bath and Woods. Good luck. Good luck. May you survive your journey. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we can use to push this because it's pushing what's below him. It's not what is on that texture, as far as I tell. No, now I'm just altering the normals. But it does change that actually. Okay, so can I tell the cube map to be on a different layer? No. but I could tell everything else to be on a different layer. Ugh, that's silly, but it will work. So if I go back to all these other layers and I tell them to be on UV3, because I'm not using that one yet. So I can tell all these to be on UV3 and not break. 3. Oh, this is a lot of adjusting. I really should have made a backup of this before I did it, but whatever. We're in the midst of learning, so chaos is expected. Okay. I can see something through him. Why can I see through him? Rim lighting, everything. I have to move every other effect to a different UV channel, which is feels a little silly, but it should work. Sexual. Specular UV3, environmental rim UV3, parallax height mapping applies to UV0, but we derive it from UV3 and 3. Okay. As far as I can tell, that should fix it. I don't know what else is causing these little dark spots. But now, turn on the strength. You can see something moving. What is that that's moving right now? Have to be the ambient occlusion? No, that's correct. Funny thing, I never used Unity even once, but it seems super exciting. It's satisfying, that's for sure. It's very cool to be able to UV3 to take an idea and then give it logic and kind of a tactile way to interact with the world. Cube map. There we go. Okay. It was, no, not quite. Almost. So there's something else that's stuck on the wrong layer. One of these, somewhere. Dear. All right, those are good. Just remerge these just in case. Say Gex. You can claim to be fart sexual if you haven't been banned from Taco Bell. That's where I fuel up. Here we go. UV3. And there we go. And then this ramp is fine. I'm still seeing something through it. What is that? Is that it's the cube map. Oh, okay. It's definitely the cube map. But if I turn it off, that goes away. No, it didn't. Confusing. Maybe it's a reflection? I guess it must be. He looks like jelly. But it's even affecting his teeth. Wait, this was affecting my... this before. Wasn't this affecting my... Huh. Time to Google everything one at a time to find the bug. Pretty much. Too deep into the shaders then. I don't think this is going to work quite as we want. Oh, okay, I see. I see why it's affecting the cube map. Because it's affecting the normal map, which affects how the cube map is sampled. Okay, so we have to basically reset this whole thing. I'm just gonna reset this guy. But we have a good idea on how to actually get it to work in our custom shader now. So I'm going to go back to working on our custom one because we almost have something here. We have the normal vector from the geometry. And we do something like that to get it to be nice and smoothy. That doesn't work. Gotcha. View would be better. Back, smooth, a mood you can drink like smoothie. So unfortunately, we weren't able to adjust the cube map with that parallax that we were looking at earlier. It was very close to what we wanted, but just not quite there. Very close. Why am I using this cube map? Let's use the... There is a nebula one. Just use that one. Much better. Okay. But we can use parallax mapping here. Oh, this. That's not quite going to work. Parallax occlusion mapping. I want to just offset my vectors here with my vectors. So map, normal map, normal from texture. Give me this. Give me this texture. Or I guess we could just use a noise. Yo, Cyber Chimp, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. It's true. That's it. Moves to North Korea. You need to be good at basketball to be allowed entry. Yeah. Definitely not a place you'd want to go. Want to multiply the vectors, I guess? Don't know enough about vectors to really do this, but we're going to give it a shot. And then we'll put that right there. It broke it. Beautiful. Ooh, but in an interesting way. Huh. It's kind of cool. Can I blend between these two? It's just a cross product. I'd love like normal from texture. Normal from texture. Can I just do a normal map? Let me drag this in here and just multiply that. Interesting. Don't know what's happening there. Yo, that looks sick. Thank you. We're just clicking buttons at this point. Our 6-1, does it count? I don't think that's all that's required to be good at as basketball. One of many aspects. All right, I want to blend between these. So blend, normal blend between this one and this weird one. And we'll put this there. Still feel like it's not quite working as expected. Or, oh, okay, okay. Something's happening. Ooey gooey. The tits. All right, so we're doing something. We're doing something, that's for sure. Oh, wait, this is. Oh. Oh. What if I just do this? Huh. Fascinating. I don't think that's what we want, but it's cool. This was the wrong thing. I didn't want the normal direction when I first was editing this. I just happened to grab it on accident. So I'm going to put this back in here. It's happening! It's happening! Something's happening, that's for sure. It looks cool. Just forked a pickle out of a jar and took a bite. It was actually a green chili pepper. Send help. Hello, Goo Prism. Hello, welcome. I do not envy you, Warlock. This is looking super cool. Thank you. We're just we're figuring out how to do this. I really want to make a cool cosmic texture, but we're just going by the seat of our pants right now. Let's do a distort. Ooh. Refract. I don't know what that means, but we're going to give it a shot. This one and this one go into this one. All right. Oh, interesting. All right, so this one's getting mapped to the view. It's not quite what we want. I want to be the cool rich people from my future nephews. Holy shit. And we're gonna make him shiny. He's shiny, everyone. He's shiny. I think that's pretty close to what we want. It's closer. I'm gonna try this blend here. don't think that changed too much, though. Just zoomed it in somehow. Okay, how about this one? Shiny Pokemon. Get that out of there. Look at the butt. Cosmic butt. Oh, it does look really cool, though. I just want it to be closer. Hmm. I wonder if we could get. Let's bring back the normal vector here. And I want it to be combined with the view direction. Oh, yeah, okay, that's much closer. I like that way more. But we lost the abs, which is sad. Um, or you know what? I think this is actually the same as this one. Pretty much. We lost. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, this is just the object normals. Okay. It's very gooey. Hold the button. All right. Oh, mode. Critical angle. I don't know what that does. Let's see. All right, let's back up. Let's back up. We're feeding all this into our sample cube map, right? Um, where's sampler? Sampler state. What is that? Do nothing. All right, I think I like this the most. Maybe we swap these, put this one into the normal, and then this one into the incident. That's it. Tell Sam's brother. Getting this pretty close to the ref than I thought you were going to be able to. Thank you, Namorous. Thank you. The glow, though. Oh, that looks cool. I can't wait to see this in VR. Probably a little mind bending. Hello, Chance Rao. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you can see this big sphere here that it's all pointed at. So I think I want to switch it back because it was working a little bit better the other way. Wait. It's the same. I had to delete some of these really quick. It's still, I see this weird sphere right here. Sam got the best helpers, us. Chat is encouraging me, pushing me to new limits, new heights. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Feels like I'm looking at this big sphere here. Don't want that. Oh, right. Duh. I turned up. I turned up this. Is that Blender? We are in Unity currently, but I did make the model in Blender. I don't think we're relying on the geometry. Or no, this is definitely the normal map. It's hard to tell now. But things are blending well. We can still see the seams a little bit, this line right here. Chat is helpful. Helpful is a word. How much do I charge the customer? Generally, it's about $1,000 for a from scratch avatar. So from the ground up, basically. I think I like this more. So 1.5, 1.5. Okay, that's one version. I'm going to go ahead and move these down. Or let's move this down. Delete our connection here. And I want to see what other vector stuff we can do, because there's also reflection, which I don't know what that does. But it just takes a value into normal. And put that in here. That looks pretty much the same. Okay. Cry with showing his nose holes. Toot. That's awesome. Thank you, Chance. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little distracted, but I appreciate you saying that. Sphere mask. What does this do? Fresnel effect. Let's try that. This could be it, actually. View direction plus the normal. Oh, it just. Darn. Just creates the one thing. What is this? It's just a single value texture. I don't know what to expect from that. We'll get rid of that. Vector. Bit tangent vector. No idea. We're just going for it. Not what we want. Definitely destroys the seams there. Vector. Cross product. One more attempt with the blend. If I have a blend and I take, let's say, this normal view direction with this refraction. Oh, I see. Like this here. Then we put that out. So I'm blending these two together at 0.5. 0.1. Are you a paracetamol? Because I can't stop taking you. What's a paracetamol? Paracetamol. Multiply difference. I'm just guessing right now. I have no idea. Just want to see what looks we can, different kind of looks we can get. 0.5. Painkiller. Oh. Okay. Try one more thing. I still have that world position, world normal. What if I use this? Ooh. Very jagged. As it's so low resolution. Sam, what are you aiming for? I want to take. I would like it to look like it's just below the surface and get rid of the seams. He went all fractal. So what if I take this one and put it into this guy? Then we take this guy here. Pretty much the same effect. It just looks pixelated now. Nice. That's a bit better in a way. Oh, it's busted as heck. And keep the parallax exactly. So I think my ideal situation is to. Oh, I deleted my cube map. And not the refract. So this is very close where we just put in. Wait, what? Oh. Just do that. That's very cool. I like that. Also interesting. Not correct, though. So like parallax with normals. So what if you take the glossiness bit off? Oh yeah, the glossiness that's just this channel. It doesn't really. It's not getting baked in any way. It's just an end result. It's coming in pretty nice. Thank you. Thank you. I think we'll be able to get something to work. I just need to think about it a little. I'll probably be another hour or two of experimenting, honestly. We're definitely not going to finish it today. Why is this one so jank looking? For some reason it comes out extremely harsh. Okay. I also saw cube map, sample reflected cube map. That may actually be what we want. Where it's not the looking through, but coming off the character. Let's try that. What does this do? Ah, yes, okay. So this is much closer. Then what I'd like to do is use our standard normal texture of the body. And what? And then what? I don't know. Discord again. Parallax mapping.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another quick and fast event for some different, which is what they call the parallax. And it's the same, like it's only one cell, which is this
Parallax 1L.
which takes a value of how much height do you want, the view direction, tangent direction, and the height texture, which is the same, and I used same texture as the ambient occlusion texture. It's fine. And it takes the base UV. So if you want to do any kind of that, you do it before that, and you just put that in. If you don't want to do any kind of offset, then put anything, and a sample state, which is the sampling state. And then this outputs only one thing, which is the UV that you need to connect to.
Maybe some connection help. Until next time, Zoom, thank you for hanging out. I really should turn in for the day. Excited to see what you do with this, though. Might be useful for my mage, too. Absolutely. I'm thinking forward for your mage. Looking forward to messing around with that. He has many squares. It's intimidating. Maybe some connections will help. Fair. Yeah, I think I'm interested in this node. And We have parallax mapping here, which should be pretty similar. So let's look up a noise texture. And we'll use, I'm going to use this one actually. And then we have the UVs. And then I should be able to adjust my UVs on my normals. So we're adjusting the normals we're sampling, which if I put them on right here, we can't really see because there's no glossiness. So let's turn on the smoothness one more time. Can't quite see anything yet. Let's update our UVs. How do we do that? Amplitude. I think maybe it's UV. I want to tile you. I would like to tile you. Combine. Yes. Okay. So we take this. I don't need these. Just want these first two. RG. Okay. So 4, 4. RG2 goes here. Still hard to tell if anything's quite changing because it looks busted as heck. So the moment we feed this in here, it breaks. That's no good. Right. No, that's fine. This is when we did that. Drew, Sam is the blender savior. Thorn, even Sam stuck with Blender before he got so good at it. It's true. It's true. I've always wanted to try Blender, but unfortunately I don't because I'm not good at it. Sam is the Blender savior. I'm so afraid to make mistakes. I think you should. The key is always to view your mistakes as you're learning. You know, if you don't make mistakes, then you don't make anything. That's just how it goes. Zero. Okay, I can't really see what I'm doing with the parallax here just yet, so I'm gonna leave it out. Or no, let's put it back on. Let's get rid of this, and I'm just gonna disconnect this for now. I'm gonna disconnect this for now and put this onto the base color, just so I can see it. I just want to see it really quick. This is body. Show me body normal. Everything there looks correct. Though this doesn't look quite right, but that's okay. It's a mistake to not make mistakes. Permanent anxiety. Abs normal. Permanent anxiety. I need to learn to allow myself to not be good at something and make mistakes so I can learn too. It's just, I think once you let go of the idea of perfection, then you can actually start making things. What happens if I undo the parallax really quick? Okay, so that was distorting things. Interesting. That was actually distorting the image a little bit. So parallax is working in a way. But is it the same as the parallax we're seeing in this guy's stuff?
Texture that you have. The normal map and color texture and the ambient. And that's it. So to get this node, you have two options. You can support me by buying new asset on the asset store, link in the description, which has all of these materials, the ones that I created
It
previously.
should be the same.
And
It should basically be this.
this is toon shading material that on two edges the shadow.
All right, I'm going to undo this really quick. Oh, or leave that there and undo this. Thank you. Put this back in. Save. So we got a reflected cube map, and we want to take what we're seeing here and offset it by the normal map in the UV. So, okay. So this plus view direction object space, which is this we have here. I'm going to go now, Sam. Please take care of yourself, and I hope you'll figure out that tricky, glossy, cosmic texture. Bye-bye. Sounds good, Thorn. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow for Friday. The idea of tricking all the rules. It's the main reason I procrastinate. Hello, said Q. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Hi. Look to the stream. We're trying to figure out how to make a glossy texture for this character right now. We got about another 20 minutes of work time in the stream, and then we'll see if we can finish it then. But it's looking closer to what I imagined. Booba. Oh wait, I have a normal channel right here. Duh. Funny, does that not look exactly like the same thing I was making earlier? With the refract? Goofy. That's because I have, wait, let me delete it. Or not delete it, delete the connection. Oh my god, just stop. I click and I delete. And I click this and get out. Okay, so that is just what happens when we plug in this normal map into our normal. Then perhaps we need to adjust, see what we can do to adjust this. It's kind of jank. It feels like that's not what we want. Object's probably best. I still feel like the way it's sampling my normal map is making it look really bad. But maybe it's my compression quality. That helped. That helped a little. Okay, but I would like for this influence to just be a little less intense, I think. Right? Like it looks very good, but I want it to just affect that distortion only a fraction of this amount, like half of it. And I thought that's what this UV parallax mapping would do. But it's really hard for me to see if that's making a difference. Because the effect before we even get to that point, or after this is so intense that I don't think I'd actually notice a difference. But we have our view direction. We have our normal texture. So if we blend between our normal texture and the normals of the geometry, we should have this. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to disconnect my normal map, save. So this is without a normal map yet. And this is the geometry normals getting put in there. And that's exactly the same. Okay, so that is basically what we're looking for. Normal vector. I kind of like that. A little stretch though. And tangent always just does that. Okay. Pretty close. Pretty close to what we're looking for. View direction times normal vector. I bet these are very closely related. I need to do more. What happens if we do double view? Nothing. All right. Very cool stuff. Almost there. Almost there, y'all. Now, take a blend. A normal blend. Normal map and our normals from the geometry. And this I want to go into the normal here. I think that's it. Very, very close at least. All right. I'm going to remove the view direction really quick. Just want to see what it looks like without it. It's the same, so I don't need this. Awesome. I'm going to take my normal map and bypass this and just put it into my normals. So that way the glossiness also matches what the normal map has. That looks a lot better. Awesome. Okay. Now let's fart around with this. Plug that in there. Save. I cannot tell if it's making a difference. So if I combine values, I have these two values. How do I want an input of a float. Give me this. Give me that. And then we're just going to plug it into these two values. Gotcha. Never mind. Delete that. Drag out this guy. This is what I want. We'll call this parallax tiling. Save. And then this goes into here. RG. Save. All right, I see that it is distorting it a little bit, but now we should be able to click on this and we have our parallax tiling option. So it's clearly doing something. Really hard for me to say what it did though. Let's undo that. Take the tiling and plug it into the amplitude. Save. Okay, so this is the strength of the parallax. Must be, right? 0 would make it not do anything. 1 makes it have a decent effect. All right. Pretty cool. we're going to make a texture 2D. We'll call this noise. And then we'll take the noise and drop this in here. And now that we've done that, does parallax imply the existence of perpendicular x? I suppose it does. But what would that be? Parallax moves when you move with parallel with something. So perpendicular x would be you moving side to side and something moving closer. And if you move to the side, it moves closer or farther away to you. This looks very close to what I want, though. My brain can only take so much. It's like that Indiana Jones Crystal Skull. All right, there was one more parallax. Occlusion mapping. Wow, okay, even more settings. But this one has tiling built in, which is nice. That's what I thought I was changing earlier, but I guess not. Oh, why did I delete that? Oh, I don't have to worry about that. No, let's back up. Give me those back. Delete this. Delete that. Delete that. All right. Noise goes into height map. This goes into tiling. This looks better every time I come back. Well, thank you. Like we're figuring stuff out. It's been a bit of a challenge, but slowly making progress. All right, and then I of course have to plug this into something. Interesting. Oh, I see. It's pretty cool, but not what I want. Okay. So this here. Oh my God, just delete. Please, please just delete. This goes into the normal here. Okay, and that's separate now. And then this goes into here. And then this goes into nothing. It goes into there. And then we're good. Okay. So now it should only affect the what's beneath it in the cube map. It's very close. But what I actually need is another normal blend, don't I? I need to take the texture. I don't actually want to adjust my samples. My dude here, he stays there. Good time to stop by and take a break. Got time to watch the stream during my break. Well, heck yeah. We're working on this, making this guy look cosmic. But hello. Hello, Sky. Excuse me. I will probably have to stop the stream in just a little while, but I'd like to fart around this a little bit more before we call it. Yeah, message didn't go through. I'm stopping by for my break. We saw it on our side. I think. But hello. Uh, The parallax should affect the UV mapping, right? It pushes the UVs around. It's my understanding. We don't want it to push around the tiling on the normal map. We want it to blend with that, which means what we want is to take normal from height. What if we do this guy? No. Nope. Gosh, I'm so close to figuring it out. I can feel it. I can smell it. UVs, which means the UVs of what? Just some standard normal. Sample 2D here. So this is the normal. There. Can't connect those? No. Creating a texture. I think. Hello, Lily Rose. Welcome. We're working on this. I think I'm going to leave it here. I don't think I'm going to be able to make much more progress at the moment. It's very close to what I want. It's just not quite there. But we'll save. We'll save what we have. It's basically just a matte cap texture at this point. It looks good though. Will you keep the color? No, we're going to swap it to be closer to the image, but it's a good example image. I want to make something that's a little bit more aligned with what we're seeing on the character. Looks good though. I feel like I'm just so close to figuring it out. Balls. Huh. Maybe I'm just doing it at the wrong spot. Sorry, one more test. So, wouldn't this work? No, it doesn't want to plug in. Why? 4 outputs. Split. Fine. Still doesn't want to connect there. It's because it doesn't think of it as a texture. So close. So close. Anyway, I think it's a good point to end it. We've made some decent progress, much more work to do, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident in the direction we're going. We'll just need to continue to edit our character here. I mean, is this any different from the cube map via Poyomi? Well, it's all busted right now. Shiny boy! Oh, parallax. Every moment I want to step away, I think of something else to click and look at. Kind of. This just doesn't have any depth. Well, I mean, that works pretty well. I mean, how different is that from what I'm doing? Not very different at all. I'm probably better off just going with Poyomi because everything's already set up. Looks nice. We got a lot more things we can use with that. So that's probably what we'll go with. A little disappointing. Maybe I might ask some people on the Poyomi forums to see if we can tweak it a little bit further. But I am going to call it here for today. I need to get my run in, get some exercise in for play D&D because I'm going to be doing some D&D tonight, which I'm excited about. Pumped about. You'll get it. Thank you, Goo. Thank you, Goo. But things are feeling good. Things are exciting. Definitely, despite the hitting my head against the wall and slowly drive myself insane with shaders, I am learning a lot, and that is a good feeling. But thank you all for hanging out with me today, this evening. I do hope you all have an amazing rest of your Thursday. Before you go, did you see my Sculpt in server? No, I did not. Let's take a quick look real quick. Aww. Wait. Actually, there's a few people posting work. Is yours? What's your name on Discord to confirm? Are you Dandy? Dandy. Very charming. I mean, these are all great, amazing sculptures, everyone. Drew, I like your Polish meme creature. That's amazing. Smack on your head is kind of noticeable. It's fair. These are awesome. Let's go. I just wish I understood vector better. This is very cool. That looks amazing, Goo. People have been posting some good stuff. I know Discord's getting busy. We're making a community, y'all. That feels good. That feels really exciting. Thank you for sharing, Goo. And if any, I've opened it up in my one webcam. Blah, 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 blah. I'm such a fool. Let me take a look. I wanted to show that off quick. This is Goo's for everyone. All right. Head definitely smoking. But look at that sculpture, everyone. Very, very cool. All right. Now I'm heading out. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, morning, evening. We'll see you all tomorrow for Friday, the start of the weekend. If you are all new here, definitely hit that follow and subscribe because I'll be back soon with more crazy shenanigans. VR chat avatar creation. But I'll see you all then. Enjoy your evening. Goodbye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.